You know, I thought I knew exactly what I was getting into when I opened up the brand new LEGO Space Pinball machine. It feels similar to a lot of the other novelty gimmick-based sets that LEGO has been trying in recent years. Look no further than the Pac-Man Arcade, or perhaps the LEGO Ideas Gumball machine. Both are models I've had the pleasure of building, but I found that the novelty wore off pretty quickly. In the case of the Pac-Man Arcade, you can't really play the game. The ghosts in Pac-Man run along an established track, and while it is undeniably cool, it does get old really fast. I think the Gumball machine suffers from the same thing. It's a great idea and maybe has more replayability than the Pac-Man Arcade machine, but there's only so many times you can spin that crank before it's not as fun anymore. The Pinball machine, however, feels decidedly different, and let's unpack why. Thank you to LEGO for sending me the set early to review. When I first opened this box, I was a bit worried. We've got this super fun idea in theory, but there's a few warning signs. Mainly being that they've packaged it alongside an exclusive Spaceman minifigure, presumably to help sell this set, because there are so many classic Spaceman collectors out there right now. This guy is done up in bright light blue, and not only do you get the minifigure, but you also get the baby Spaceman too. That I do love to see, though hopefully these will both come on LEGO Pick-a-Brick at some point because you'll have to pay dearly for this. However, if you do end up paying for this, I think you're going to like it a lot. There is indeed some level of technique, though perhaps not as much as you might think. A lot of that process is just making sure that the build is going to hold up under heavy play. I genuinely did not enjoy the build process at all on this one until the last couple bags where things really started to take shape. And when the model is completed, it becomes something else entirely. This is about as playable as it gets. I mean, check this out. So you launch the ball with this spring-loaded mechanism here, and it's gonna shoot the ball throughout the course. Depending on how far you pull this back, you can change the velocity of the ball, obviously. And once you fail, it just rolls right back into place, which is really nice and automatically resets, keeps the play going really quickly. You've got the buttons on the side, as you would expect. So this one actually activates 2, so you can prevent the ball from falling down the chute here. What I love so much about this as someone who works in game design specifically is that you have goals. When you hit this boulder, you can see the astronaut up top is actually slowly moving across. And so the end goal is just to get him to the other side, which I think is absolutely fantastic. And in addition to that, this is actually difficult. It's a challenge to play, it's a challenge to master, which I think is really fun. Getting the ball to go up this ramp is hard, but it is doable. It's a small arena, right? So there's always something going on. There's never a dull moment. It's just really, really good. All right, let's give this a go and see how bad I actually am. Sad. There we go, that's a good hit. Oh, see, you really gotta whack it to get it up that ramp. I was kind of hoping this would happen because this is the one major flaw that I have with this thing is that the ball does get stuck in both of these spinners. I've never had it get stuck up there, but it gets stuck here all the time, unfortunately. But if we whack it, we'll get it back in here. Of course, I'm watching the camera screen, which has like a half-second delay. I really want to get it up the ramp. Oh no! Oh, there we go. A little bit of a streak. There, and there you go. Bruh. Good chance there. Oh! There we go! Whoa! This is a good round. That was good. That was good. Anyway, a couple other fun features is you do have an extra ball just hiding in here, which is nice. You can double up, I guess, which would be way too much, but it's another fun challenge, another way to keep things interesting. Yeah, this is kind of awesome. It's super fun, super satisfying to press these, all made out of, for the most part, existing Lego elements. Really impressive design. I'd love to see someone make a bigger version. That would be so cool. The model is massive, but I also think its size is probably its biggest limiting factor. If it was, you know, an extra foot longer, you could have fit so many more obstacles and things along the path. This is a model I'd especially like to see a lighting kit company have a go at, because if you've got some flashing lights in here, that would be the icing on top. The set does introduce a new part. It's a too tall wall element, which helps guide the ball throughout the track and keeps it from hopping over so easily. I'm sure this will be a plenty useful part, and LEGO will be recoloring it very soon, but in this set it comes in transparent medium green and transparent light blue. Most of the decals in this set are stickers, though there are a few surprise prints, such as the score meter in the back, and then mission as part of the mission space logo is also printed for some reason. But all the details done on the playing field itself are brick built, which I think is really, really fun. And they look pretty great for the most part. The one thing that does feel out of place to me is this bar here, which just feels a little under detailed compared to everything else. There are no other visible studs in the playing area, so I'm a little surprised that they didn't tile this off a bit better. I think it would have been worth doing so. Also, plenty of that new blue-violet color here. You get plenty of tiles. Lots of these sandwich tiles in particular, which I think is great. Genuinely, this might be one of the biggest surprises of 2026 so far. I had very low expectations for this set, but I find myself having a quick go every time I walk past this model. The set gives you a real goal to work with, getting the spaceman from point A to point B as fast as possible, or you could perhaps time yourself just to see how long you can keep the ball bouncing around. Okay, so there's one last silly thing I wanted to try. As cool as this model is, I can't help but feel that it's missing something. Something that, in fact, I find a lot of modern LEGO sets to be missing. And that's rock monsters. So yeah, I hope you don't mind that I've reskinned this to be a Power Miners pinball machine now. Only you can help Sulfurix cross the lava lake and get all the power crystals on the other side. If you want to play Mission Mines, not Mission Space, I'm going to try and bring this to Brickworld Chicago here Saturday, June 20th and Sunday the 21st. Not only will you be able to try out this new set, but you can also come see the completed LEGO Minecraft Savannah Village for the first time, along with some other mocks of mine. My plan is to be at my booth from 1 to 4 on Saturday and then 1 to 3 on Sunday. Hopefully I'll see a lot of you there. Anyway, I'd love to know what you think of this particular model and if you plan on picking it up for yourself. I'm hoping it continues to inspire a lot of new custom creations as well. You can really just take this Technic lever mechanism out and transform this into something else entirely, and I love that potential. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have yourself a fantastic life.